Man was abruptly awakened from a deep sleep by the bite of an insect. To his horror, he noticed that the creature had a mouthful of densely packed, sharp teeth. Within moments, thousands of these insects swarmed over him, biting every part of his body. He quickly scrambled to his feet, frantically brushing them off. As he did so, he noticed that the injured Tyrannosaurus Rex was also covered in the vicious bugs. Without a second thought, Nick rushed over and began swatting them away from the dinosaur. In the process, he grabbed one of the insects and hurled it aside only to be cut by its razor-sharp body. He then thrust his spear toward one of the larger insects, but to his surprise, the attack had no effect. Realizing he needed a different approach, he flipped one over and stabbed it from underneath, successfully killing it. Seeing that this method worked, Nick proceeded to overturn each insect and finish them off one by one with his spear. Before long, he had eliminated every last one. Early the next morning, Nick ventured out in search of water. The forest was eerily empty, and his sharp instincts immediately put him on edge. Sensing danger, he rolled a massive stone to block the cave entrance. Sure enough, shortly after he left, a hyena's snout pushed through the gap in the entrance. A large pack of hyenas was prowling outside. The injured T-Rex inside was terrified. Suddenly, screams of pain came from outside. Then, the stone sealing the cave was shoved aside, and Nick leaped back in. Seeing Nick covered in wounds, the T-Rex became enraged. It struggled to stand, wanting to teach the hyenas a lesson, but its broken leg had not yet fully healed. Nick gestured for it to stay and rest. Then an idea struck Nick. He glanced at the dead insects on the ground, picked one up, and fastened it to his hand. Just like that, the first pair of boxing gloves in history was created. Nick climbed out of the cave and faced the horde of hyenas covering the mountainside. Determined to protect his companion, he showed no fear. The hyenas surged toward him en masse. Nick fought with unmatched ferocity, each punch landing with crushing force. It was as though the spirit of a boxing champion had possessed him. Every strike killed a hyena. He then leaped right into the midst of the pack, unleashing a whirlwind of violence. But the number of hyenas was overwhelming. Wave after wave rushed at him, on the verge of swallowing him whole. At that critical moment, the T-Rex burst out of the cave and charged into the hyena ranks. It was a complete mismatch, a total overpowering. The T-Rex easily tore through the hyenas surrounding Nick. Seeing the T-Rex fully recovered, Nick cheered excitedly. Side by side, they fought together once more, driving the hyenas into a frantic retreat.